This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercept. And a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here you go, Ken. 22 jet bomber.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Over here, yes.
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get 1 mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
On 3rd down, Anderson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Here's Murray back near his goal line. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it. They find some open field here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. Going for the deep. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First down, Arizona.
We own them. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Mike 55, Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Now the Bengals going to use... the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Get the ball. 2 times. We got 4. We got 4.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... Football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They give it to Anderson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Anderson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Anderson. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Anderson. And some room to maneuver. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rodney Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Hey, come on. Watching the grind. Come on. You better bring heads in. Me. Mike, 55.
Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Down. Now the room. Check 55, Mike. Rip right. Zoom.
Murray trying again after the pick six. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again to Anderson here out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 55 to Mike. Ball try.
Watch the slant.
Check 50. Check 50. Yo. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Let's go.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray to air it out again. And able to find Kirk complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interception, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run on 1st down. Anderson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And Dalton to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
We got 6.
A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Six out low. Hey, eat. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
44. There you go.
24. Check 24.
Ice.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Anderson. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready. Go to base.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Zip it.
All set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Murray throwing on second down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the... And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hot. 318.
Right there. All day, dog.
They run the counter. Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go,
baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll run for Anderson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.